Alright, it is time for day 9 of FFYLands Gaige. So, we hit OP10, and I have decided to go ahead and do a little bit of mining off stream. I farmed out a lot of Geary, and I ended up getting a Redeemer, a new Slaginator, Obliterator, and then a bunch of toys over here. We've got a Redeemer in Corrosive, Fire, and Non-Element, which is nice. We have a Devourer, which is what I normally run for my healing, but I'm going to hold the Grog for right now. Norfleet, a couple Guardians, Neovai, which I never use. A Casual Carnage in case we want to. An Elemental Storm in case we want to do a dot build for anything. A Mash and Defiler, Twister, a couple Penetrators for Shield Pen, Ares, and then just a couple other doodads. And then I've got an Abnormal Amulet. We did get a Blood of Terra, which was pretty cool. I got an at-level Stinger, Spiker, Devastator, Gamma, OP8 Rose, OP10 Firehawk, and Nuclear Bloom. So, real quick, I want to go ahead and show you guys what I've also been doing over here to Binary. So, the guy spawns, right? I shoot the guy. The game does not like him being shot. Now, I want you to keep in mind, also I do have spawn multiplier turned on, my bad. I want you to keep in mind, this is not the Ricochet Specialist comp. This is just a punk with maxed out Nth Degree. And it, as you can tell, is not the biggest fan of doing that. So if I go ahead and put on the Ricochet Specialist and reload the map real quick, if we just, you know, do the exact same thing with the Ricochet Specialist on, the game crashes. Guaranteed. So, we don't need to wear the Ricochet Specialist for the Redeemer to be at its max potential, turns out. So we're just not going to wear it today. We'll just wear the Punk or the Anarchist or literally anything else. So from here, we do still have a couple of items that we do want to go ahead and farm up. I still want to get the BA Slayer comm from an OP6 at least Terra. So we will be doing that for a little bit. We also want to get a Hot Mama, and then I think we need 1 or 2 more things. I'm gonna have to look to make sure I got everything I want, but that's the general idea for right now. I guess that we'll probably end up getting our shield. Oh, right. We do need to get the electric chair. That's the other thing we do need to get. That really shouldn't be that hard though. And honestly, I've already scaled it down to OP6, so we're just going to go do Terra first, but I think that we'll have an easy time probably farming Uranus. There we go. The BA Slayer. +6 bullet ricochets? Bullets have a 25% chance to ricochet towards enemies, and your bullets have up to 6 ricochets. Okay. +2 fire rate, mag size, reload speed, swap speed, and cooldown rate. A lot of cooldown rate. It gives pluses to unstoppable force for a lot of tankiness. It gives plus to rampage for a lot of death trap nonsense. A lot of tankiness and guarding shield. A lot of tankiness from Myelin plus Nova damage and stuff. +2 shock storm, which I only put 1 point in normally, so that's fine. Blood soaked for a lot more Nova and spike damage, and then emergency protocol for a ton of our shield back. That is incredibly high amounts of shield back. Okay. So maybe running this with the big spiker and letting a dude wail on us for a little bit could actually theoretically work. Okay. Well, there we go. I guess we can go farm out for our electric chair now. Hey, oh, 1.8 views. Maybe it's still good? It's got a lower electrocute damage a second, but that tick on it is gonna feel probably really good. Oh, that's nice. Oh, that's gonna be great for Pete's bar. Yeah, okay. Very cool. Alright. So we can get a hot mama from Hatterax. So we might as well just bump up the difficulty to True Nightmare and take on our Hatterax fight now. Because why not? That sounds like a great idea, right? So we're just gonna do that. Okay, so our plan for Hatterax is that all of our shots with this Redeemer actually have a follow-up shot that spawns from overhead and flies back towards us, and so is an easy way to pop crits on him. That being said, we're gonna run out of ammo. So, fingers crossed it works quickly. Or honestly, apparently we might be able to just DPS him out. Whichever one happens first. Okay. It is done. True Nightmare, right? Yeah, True Nightmare. Okay. Well, yeah, sure. Did we get it? We didn't even get it. We got a striker though, so that's cool for our shock build whenever we run that. That's 16% damage buff. It could be like 31 or higher apparently by now, but you know, that's okay. That's fine. We also just got the newly buffed Scale of Hatterax. So that's pretty neat. Also got the Infection Cleaner, which has an insanely high fire burn dot on it. So if we ever need a burn dot, we're covered. Sure. And 24% striker. Okay. I think the main premise behind the striker being so good is that it will just make our other shock damage good. So you just use the shield as a stand-in to help other stuff more. It's going to be hard to not want to just run an amp shield though, or something like that, because it's an amp shield. And dots are cool, but really high burst DPS like this Redeemer is cooler. Oh, the Hellfire. Okay. Hellfire appears to have more fire dot than the Infection Cleaner does. Yes, and it's 100% ignite chance. Cool. Carnage. We got 2. And another striker. Okay. So let me throw this on. I don't know if it requires peak. It might be a peak at like thing. Yeah, it's a digi-peak thing. Okay. Let's look at this bad boy. Wow. Okay. So 2 has 20 pellet count. Scope module increases fire rate at the cost of decreased accuracy. Wow. Truly something. Maybe it's not a bad idea to go ahead and do the Lieutenant questline to get him to spawn in, because we still can get it from the original source. I was just hoping not to have to do the questline, but that's totally fine. I think we'll be okay. What an incredible way to spawn camp them. This thing leaves behind dots wherever it hits, and it also chains back and forth, so it's leaving behind a very lag-worthy amount of dots. Oh, did we just get it? Hey. Okay, so I don't know if this is going to be particularly useful on this character, but the Hot Mama, it doesn't have 100% accuracy, unfortunately, but it exists. Yeah, I don't know if it'll be as good on this character. It was good on Zero because it uses pistol ammo instead of sniper, but it still overall benefited from like the two-fang and sniper effects and stuff. But it was a thing that we might as well get and try out for a little bit. Let's find a volunteer. Cool. So now not only do we hear Gaige talking all the time, we hear the sniper rifle talking all the time. Now, I know it looks insanely mediocre, because it kind of is, but you have to think about the fact that you could use this on a Zero to go ahead and stack up a lot of critical ascension really fast without burning through your sniper ammo reserve, and then you could swap over to your actual damage sniper for whatever encounter you're doing, and then deal your damage out. So, probably not great on this character, but still pretty good on, well, at least Zero. Alright, so here's the move. Dragons take extra rocket launcher damage, from what I remember, and the mod dev specifically was telling me about using the obliterator on Gaige before. So we're gonna go ahead and max out our anarchy with a punk on, although I did notice that our anarchist allowed us to keep extra stacks for some reason whenever we swapped off of it. But we're just gonna do a little bit of stacking by mobbing, which I actually really like that you can just go out and mob for your stacks and it just feels good. And then we're gonna roll into that fight. Okay, before we get too wild, let's go ahead and see if we do keep our anarchy stacks when we swap off. Dang it. Okay. So, I was wrong. We'll just take our 400 and leave. Or it's one of the most insane things I've ever used. Wait a minute. Okay, well, we have a dragon down already. Sure. Oh, that's crunchy. My bad, I forgot. Okay. Oh, I thought he was down and then immediately up again. I was about to be so disrespected. So, how about that Discord damage, huh? Okay. Well, yeah. Yeah, this is fine. True Nightmare. Still, OP10, you can tell by looking at Undiscovered Quest in the quest log, level 90. Yeah, and also enemy life level stats. Duh. But, like, sure. Huh. So, Discord damage, huh? Interesting. Alright, well... Now I kind of just want to do this to everything that we can. Because I don't know what we can do this against. We are going to restack and then go up against Terra, though. I don't know if... Actually, I guess this gun mainly deals piercing damage. So he doesn't really resist it, and we could kind of just burst him down with it really hard, now that I think about it. So yeah, we're absolutely doing that. Multi-shot coming back in. No way. Wait a minute. Close the gap. So, Discord. Alright, we're gonna do that against one more raid boss, and then we'll actually have some build diversity. We're gonna fight Hyperius, and then we will do a pet build slash shock build against Pete. Oh, but I have to... Right, I need to disable BL2 Fix now, so that we can actually get, you know, our damage going. Well, get tanky bosses like we're supposed to have. Because I think it's Hyperius and Vora are the two that have the reduced health. Oh, look at that giant advertisement on our home screen like we're playing a free-to-play game we didn't pay $60 for. Ah, man. Let's get our stacks up and go fight Hyperius. Alright. Hey, you... Nice. So, just to be clear, that was without BL2 Fix on. As you can see, the bottom left hand, we don't have BL2 Fix advertisements. Not in the mod list. Just plain old, good old BL2. While we have BL2 Fix disabled, we're gonna go ahead and do the same thing to Vora. Just because Vora is a rough time, so might as well use the most OP thing possible for it. You know what? Hold on. We're gonna make it absolute overkill. We're gonna get Toxin buff. So, do that, summon, throw, swap back to our Slayer for our own personal damage. He Nova'd. Okay. Pop Chief to get back up. I need to be closer for my Obliterator shots to even connect. Okay, interesting. We take those. I don't care. That counts. It was really close, but that counts, and we take those. Oof. Alright, cool. Well, Vora is down. I can turn BL2 Fix back on and go fight literally anything else. Hooray. Honestly, on this run, we might do a little bit of abnormal testing compared to what I normally do. Because I don't know if any of the fights are functionally better with melee. Well, they're not going to be. The Obliterator with the Discord stuff is, like, insane. But, like, I want to see if the melee can be useful anywhere. Okay, so quick little respec with a nice Hide of Terra here. Probably a little bit too nice. And this is our current build idea. Probably switch this off whenever we get into Pete's arena, but I do want to run pet build into Pete. So yeah, we'll see how this goes. Yeah, who knows? Okay. With 250 stacks, it's starting to dwindle faster than it's worth. You gonna hit him? He hit him. He did the explosive clap that deals 5 times melee damage. And somehow that did it. Okay, so that might get nerfed more. Do it again. No, do the clap. Oof. Yeah, it's true nightmare. Do it again. That trap is now the most powerful creature in all of creation. What have we done? Honestly, do that again. I didn't even get to slag him. He wasn't even purple. Good hits, good hits. I love that I gave you the swing attack. Thank you. Come on. Okay. Can I still spawn spider ants for you to swing on so that we can keep you going? No? Okay. So that's not at all what I was expecting to have happen there. But I'm kind of glad it did, because that is hilarious. That's getting nerfed, surely. So, I am sorry. Download the mod before it gets patched. And I guess we'll just finish up the rest of the sweep tomorrow, because I'm out of time for today. We'll probably hit up our craw fight, probably hit up whatever else is left that I can't really remember. And I just wasn't expecting that. Day 9.